Head here in the shop, or well, actually garage. Anyway, he went through it, cleaned it up. I know he put LEDs in the pop bumper sockets, so he added these little clips to easily remove the wires. These are the new, I guess you could say, pop bumper sockets. I noticed this particular wire here that he used was especially noodly, so I almost thought this thing got really hot, especially since I see a little bit of a drip over there. I thought that was maybe part of my problem. Maybe it was. We had this pop bumper, I think this one locked on, and I think that might have been a contact that was stuck shut. We also had another contact right over here that was also jammed shut, but the issue was the ones unit pulling in. And then I did notice we had a pop bumper pulling in too. I think it was, I don't remember which one it was, number 5 relay. So I don't know how they order or label them, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I think this one was pulling in too. I wish I didn't disturb these wires here as much as I did before I made this video, but that might help indicate, you know, if these things were loose or came off. Like I say, if they got a head of memory to them or something like that, we could maybe figure out if that was part of the problem. But I'm going to solder these back on, and then we'll power the game up and see if it still acts up. Now see how there's some other, is that part of the heat shrink tubing or something? Maybe that's part of the, that's like a band of the heat shrink tubing. Let me check some other, okay, yeah. So the wire wasn't really melted off like that. Okay, I'm not familiar with what he had done here. So it looks like it's fine. So I think if it were me, I'd maybe zip tie these, maybe kind of tuck them in a little bit, because, you know, if they get in the way of these spoons, you could have some problems. So otherwise, not a bad idea. I mean, if you do have a LED bulb that goes out and you have to change it out down the road, it's another option from soldering. So, but again, just want to make sure you don't start getting in the way of other assemblies. So this one here is pretty good. And then this one here, what's going on here? So this one, we got, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to get to soldering these two back on and then see if that ones unit locks in. I remember, here, I'll take this glass back box panel off. It's been a long day. I was repainting my cabinets and I posted that earlier tonight. This guy was like kind of, it wasn't dinging all the way, but it was like kind of stuttering like in this position right here. So I know it's a low value, plus this reel here was pulled in all the way too. And then when I turn the game off, this thing steps up a bit. So anything that scores 1 point is going to be part of our problem. Also kind of check on these reset switches. I know this guy was kind of stuttering a little bit too, but we'll just make sure everything's lined up as it should be. So yeah, let's get these two wires soldered on, then we'll fire it up, hopefully no pun intended, and see what it does or doesn't do. So we got the iron heated up right here, so get right to it. Okay, I start my video down in the corner. I had a bowl of cereal, I'm feeling better. Had a glass of orange juice too. So where was that relay we were working on? Yeah, I bent this tab out of the way a little bit so it doesn't intrude. But so as I was waiting for the iron to heat up, I'm just kind of inspecting some of these other ones, you know. And everything looks good over there. Everything looks good over here. But where the heck was it? I thought there was more. This one's good too. We got, here's another one. That's got to go back on here. This got to go back on here. That's got to go back on there. What else? We have more. We got to have more. I thought there was 2 more. Yep, see, there's one back there. That guy right there. And then, oh, here's another one right here. And then way in the back, who knows? There's more. There's a lot more to do. And I tell you how that happened. Someone went through and put pop bumper LEDs in. And that's fine, but this game is old. So, you know what, if you got, see, I just did one right there myself. That one was actually attached. I heard it kind of rub right off. So there's another one. Oh, that was part of this one that we saw, but I didn't catch that one. So, yep. That's what happens when you got old games. So basically, you got to go through the whole game and see what's cooking. And I want to get this thing put back together and sealed up because I don't want to have a game apart when I'm smoking a nice Cohiba Red Dot. Yeah, so we're going to get this thing back in shape, and happy anniversary, wedding anniversary to the owner of this game. He's not married to this game, but I certainly feel like I am. Just kidding. All right, I'm switching to the iPad because I got my Saturday night show streaming right over there, so I don't want to disrupt it. I started up a game and basically the score motor kept spinning. Nothing else happened. I walked out to get my iPad so I could make this recording, and I came back in and it's still doing the same thing. I've probably resoldered 20 to 25 wires. So, okay. Now we're back again. So that guy here is chattery. Well, there's that problem. Random luck, I get that one. All right. So that solves that, and then, people are going to start calling 911 and reporting automatic gunfire over at my house. So, all right, we got more to do. So we got to adjust that guy for sure. And this guy needs help. It's probably the chattery relay, I'm guessing. All right, let's have another go at it. All right, bueno. I hear something. Oh, that's like the zero ball, or the no score. There, okay. I had 5 pinballs laying around. I have no idea. They're not in the... Anybody know where they went? Oh, this sucks. Where did I put those? I took them out of the trough, and I've lost my mind. Anyway. That's good there. These contacts just need to be cleaned. No, it's much better. That was a little bit sticky, so that one needs a little bit of help. These seem kind of odd. I don't know why you'd, like from a factory perspective, I don't know why you put a switch here. Then I feel like you need to have like star posts or something here. But all right, we're in a lot better shape. The only bad news is I can't find the pinballs. Oh, they rolled over in the cabinet. All right. Let's do this. All right, game over. All right, yep, just get sticky switches, right? I mean, things need to be cleaned up. The game needs to be gone through. However, excellent job on the play field here. I feel like my brightness isn't where it should be. Let's bring it back here a little bit. That's better. I don't know. Let's do another game. All right. We had this problem last time. This coil here is not pulling in. So there it goes. And we're still spinning. Something on the reset. So I think the reset relay needs a little bit of help. We had this problem last time earlier. Something's not finishing. Part of the reset's not finishing. Oop. I don't know if that's the score reels. There's probably something under the playfield because I think we had this issue before. I don't know if any of these guys need to be home. It's not part of the scoring. Something under the playfield with a relay. But I remember if I walked away and came back, eventually it does close. I bet you it's with the score motor because I did have a problem earlier. Now if I lift this up, I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, sorry about this. So that relay is kind of undecided there. We're going to take a look down there, and we're also going to take a look at this reset relay right here. You can see it. All right, we're looking a little bit better from a camera perspective. Let's play around with this guy here a little bit. There we go. Boom. Sorry, I reflex a little bit more than I probably need to, but it's late at night, so my primal instinct is kicking in a little bit more, so we just got a dirty contact right here. All right, here we go again. We got power applied to the machine, and we're going to hit start, and we're going to try a couple of games. Hopefully I get that far. All right, so we're in the trough. still game over? Where are we? I don't know where we are. All right, so that trigger, the start trigger, whatever that's leading to, needs help. Now we're in a game. Come on, get out of there. Finish. Yep, so there's those two switches that need to come together to end the game, which it is. Yep, because we're a match on 2, so we're going to hit this again. Honestly, just playing the game is probably going to help it more than anything. All right, something kind of pulled in a little bit there. We'll maybe figure out what that is. We'll do another game. See if we can find out what that is. Just on the sound of things, just the way it's triggering the 1-point contact, I feel like there's maybe some cold connections there. Or not cold, but dirty more than anything. It just needs a little bit of help. That could just be a relay too. All right, let's do one more game. All right. Finish the game. Come on. There it is. There's the match in 8. So, yep. So a couple things to work on, those contacts for the last 2 balls, because it needs to have both of them in there to make that contact that says we've been through all 5 balls. Clean those contacts. Maybe some of these guys right here could be cleaned up a little bit, but otherwise our game is working. All right. All right. One more segment. We'll go ahead and start a game and see if it does it. All right. So it is opened up, so we're good there, but let me hit the start button. Doesn't do anything, which it shouldn't, but there might be a trigger in here somewhere that's causing that ball release to not work. And then I did have this guy fell off. Now, when I say for every wire I soldered on, 2 more fell off, that is such a literal statement. If you kind of go through and look and see, I soldered them on pretty quick, but, we got 1 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one didn't do too many, but I could work almost all of these wires in here on these pop bumper relays. Just some of those contacts, you notice how it just got better from when I started doing it. That's a dead bumper. And just cleaning up these switch contacts is going to help you a lot. Just doing that too, just kind of bumping it, working those contacts. That'll help. I don't know what these guys, that's probably my alternator for something maybe, the XO. I don't know. So yeah, I would hazard to guess when this game makes it back home, half-hour drive from here, we might have another. In fact, here, let me just see if I can get another one to pop off live. Maybe not. But the odds of a wire coming off here are so good. That's just how it is sometimes on these games. So I'm going to compile all these little clippets into, I don't know, I just made a word. I like making up words here on this channel. Snippets, clippets, whatever. I know whose game this is because that's like that. Got to give you some shit, buddy. All right, hopefully you can enjoy your game and look forward to maybe having a get together and we'll be playing some Egghead and kick each other's butts.